Heyo, Jiggly-Gut here with some more Broken Sword, the Smoking Mirror Remastered. Last time we left the jungle after having cured Nico of the poisonous snake bite and found ourselves on a Caribbean island, which is being surveyed by this ponytailed loser named Bronson. We managed to get him up a pole, knock the ladder down, and, well, now we're going to go snooping around his tent. So without further ado, let us do that. But first, let's take a look at these plans of his.
With Bronson out of the way, I could finally get a clear look at the plans. Engineers' drawings didn't mean much to me, but one thing was clear. These plans were for a 5-story, 200-roomed, luxury, pirate-themed hotel. Another stain on the bedspread of paradise.
Well, the sisters won't be happy about that. They wanted a museum. Now, let's grab this theodolite. Thank you, Bronson. You won't be needing that. Not anymore. And now we'll go over here and have a few words with Rio, see how he's doing.
There was nothing else on the bicycle wreck I could use. Look here, Bronson's plans.
Was I right? Is that creep up to no good?
Darn right he is.
Okay, let's head back up the hill and see if we can't talk to the toxic, venomous wench sisters about this wanker's plan.
Why is Mr. Bronson hanging from that flagpole?
He climbed up there of his own accord.
Then help him, you stupid man! Quickly, before he falls!
Actually, you know what? No. Perhaps you'd like to know what he's up to.
Hi, could I ask...
Never mind that. Help poor Mr. Bronson.
Help Mr. Bronson. You really should take a look at these plans before I help him.
Here, Bronson's plans.
This means nothing to me.
She's not wearing her reading glasses.
Ah, wait. Yes, I see now. I see it all too clearly. That man is planning to build a huge hotel. Bronson is a confidence trickster. Mina, we have been duped. I'm glad we didn't sign his contract.
Oh, I hate tricksters, especially confident ones.
Come, Mina.
That's right, give him a piece of your mind.
Mr. Bronson, you may consider yourself persona non grata.
Yes. Cave Canum.
Kindly disentangle yourself from our flagpole and eject yourself from our property this very minute.
Disentangle. Eject.
Hey, cut that out, you crazy old bat!
How dare you! Mina isn't crazy, she's just engagingly eccentric.
Yeah, as a bedbug. Ouch!
Lovely as this little vista is, I'd be really grateful if you could let me into the museum now.
Certainly, young man. We are most grateful to you for exposing this scoundrel. Mina, the lock.
Thanks, ladies.
Stobart, be a pal. Get these harpies off me.
You're not no pal of mine, fucking Bronson. Have fun, asshole. Meanwhile, in London.
While George was basking in the sun-drenched Caribbean, I went to London. It was a long shot, but I thought I'd start my search for the Jaguar Stone at the British Museum.
Well, someone's got a nasty sneeze.
The carving looked Central or South American in style, perhaps Aztec. I doubted I could sneak this enormous stone out under my jacket.
I don't know. George would manage it somehow.
It was a stone identical in size and style to the Coyote stone. However, this stone bore the image of a jaguar. The cabinet was locked. It was a woven wall hanging with a South American design.
Excuse me, miss. Please don't touch the exhibits.
The mask looked more African than American. The two Japanese girls were inexplicably amused by something.
Well, let's talk to them. They look like backpackers.
Bonjour. I wonder if you could help me.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
What's so funny? Oh, never mind. The display case contained a couple of vases. It was a phone, probably for staff only. It was a small, flat square of polished obsidian. Nothing like the one I was looking for. According to the caption, this was the scrying mirror given to Dr. John Dee by Sir Francis Drake. There was a huge carving of somebody who must have been important once. The carving looked Buddhist in subject, but Mesoamerican in execution. The cabinet contained a dagger decorated with Mayan designs. The cabinet contained a dagger decorated with Mayan designs. The attendant didn't show it, but I sensed he was watching my every move.
Well, let's chat him up, shall we?
Can I help you, miss?
What can you tell me about the scrying mirror?
Ah, that belonged to the alchemist and part-time Elizabethan spy, Dr. John Dee. It was brought back from the New World by Sir Francis Drake and presented to him. It's Mayan, you know.
You don't say.
What is a scrying mirror?
It's rather like a crystal ball, and you can't see anything in it. Apparently, he had a partner who used it to talk with angels. If you ask me, you were barking mad.
Have you ever heard of an English sea captain called El Draco?
El Draco? Not a very English name.
I think that's what the Spanish would have called him. It was about the time of the conquistadors.
16th century. Oh, I know. That's what the Spanish called Sir Francis Drake.
Francis Drake? Have you got anything here that belonged to him?
Indeed, miss. We have a couple of artifacts he brought back from one of his journeys.
Like the scrying mirror.
It didn't look anything like the Coyote stone. This one was like a little black shaving mirror. Is the scrying mirror the only piece of obsidian Drake gave Dee?
Funny you should ask. There's another called the Jaguar stone. Dee never liked it, though. Said there were angels in the mirror, but devils in that stone.
Can I take a closer look at Dee's mirror, please?
No, you cannot. That's why the cabinet is locked. They tried some newfangled interactive scheme. And you can guess what happened. Bloody kids ran off with half the exhibits. Hands-on experience, my foot. In my days, it was hands off, I ask you. What do kids know about ancient Mayan civilization? Nothing.
I guess you don't know anything either, really.
Can you tell me something about the Jaguar stone?
Certainly, miss. The so-called Jaguar stone was brought back from the Americas by Sir Francis Drake and presented, with, as you already know, the more famous scrying mirror, to John Dee. The old loony didn't like the stone, though. Reckoned it was tainted by the devil. Come along, miss. I'll show you the mirror.
I've already... Oh, never mind.
There. John Dee's famous scrying mirror, given to him by Francis Drake.
Do you know if this mirror has any relevance to Tezcatlipoca?
Oh? Tis like... I can't even say it. Ah, there's someone here who'll be able to help you better than me.
No? Do go on.
This young lady has some questions to ask, Professor.
Uvier?
I think she's from France.
Professor Roubillier?
Eh? What?
You two know each other, do you? Excuse me, the telephone.
Oh, how convenient.
We meet again.
Mademoiselle, France, eh?
Yes, I believe that's where you live, Professor.
I have a house there, on the outskirts of Paris, but I haven't been back for many months.
I thought you were going to stay in Quaramonte to witness the eclipse.
Alas, business comes first. An important consignment of artifacts on loan to the British Museum. But I intend to return to Quaramonte in plenty of time.
Is that right? Well, something tells me you're here for that fucking stone.
Professor Oubier, your taxi's here.
If you'll excuse me, I have some urgent business to attend to at the docks.
Okay, see you later, Colonel Mustard.
Can you answer me some questions about the Jaguar stone?
Certainly, miss. If you just step this way.
Stepping this way.
It's
What?
gone. Some sods half-inched it.
Half-inched?
Stolen it, miss. Never mind. The silent alarm will have been tripped. I'm afraid nobody can leave until our crack security team gets here.
How long will that take?
Could be a while. I think it's their tea break.
The thief could be miles away by then.
Don't you worry about that, miss. Just don't try to leave.
It was too much of a coincidence that Oubier showed up and the stone promptly disappeared.
No
I didn't
shit.
have time for their crack security team to finish their tea. I had to get after him. It was a small key, intended for a small lock.
Look, there's a key here.
All that was left inside the cabinet was a card describing the missing stone.
Damn it.
Don't you think it's suspicious that Oubier has urgent business at the docks?
Not in the slightest, young lady. He's gone to oversee the unloading of cargo, an exhibition of Mayan sculpture on loan from Mexico City.
What's the name of the ship?
The Xibalba Princess, moored down by Tower Bridge. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Look at this. The thief left this key in the cabinet.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That makes the theft an inside job, right?
Oh dear.
In other words, the thief was Professor Oubier.
Well, let's leave that for the police to decide, shall we? I better phone them right away.
Yeah, you do that. And while you're on the phone...
Hello?
I knew I had nothing to worry about if the police were called.
Yes, I'll hold.
But I had to catch up with Oubier, and fast.
Perhaps while he's on hold, we can take the scrying mirror.
The cabinet was locked.
I know it's locked. Use the key.
The key didn't fit this lock.
Oh, great. Damn. What do you got in your handbag?
There was nothing very useful in my bag, just a single hair clip.
That's better than nothing. Your trusty hair clip. Maybe we can use that on the
That's
lock.
the kind of thing Georges would do, not me.
Oh, bloody hell. Well, while he's busy on the phone, maybe we can leave.
I'm sorry, miss, but I shall have to ask you to stay.
Oh, but surely you don't suspect me of stealing the stone?
No, but you will have to make a statement to the police. You're a witness.
Yeah. Okay, well, while he's on the phone, perhaps we can deal with this. Aha! There be a door.
The doors were securely locked.
Well, pick the lock.
The doors were securely locked.
Use the key, then.
The doors were securely locked. The doors were securely.
I can see that.
The doors.
Okay, so she doesn't want to use the key on that. Phooey.
It would probably be less suspicious if I kept away from the empty case.
What about the Japanese broads?
I doubted the girls would be any help to me. The cabinet was locked.
Can we use the key on that one?
The key unlocked the case.
Okay, so the key unlocks that case, but it doesn't unlock the other one?
I locked the case again and took the key.
Or maybe I just used the key wrong?
I'd already tried to open the cabinet with no success.
Okay, how about this?
It was an obsidian dagger, thin and razor sharp.
Use that over there.
The cabinet was locked.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Let's come back over here. Move the curtain. And maybe we can use the fin blade to jimmy the lock. Lovely.
I levered the handle open with the thin dagger.
Ah, there's the
room
feather.
had been decorated to resemble the interior of a sailing ship. It was disturbingly effective.
This frickin' quill. That's the feather I was remembering. So let's take that.
That might come in useful in ticklish situations. The top surface of the desk had a large recessed area set into it. I guessed it was intended to stop things rolling off in heavy seas. There was also an inkwell and the small hole where the quill had been. It was an indented well in the corner of the desk. I guess it was intended to hold ink, but it seemed unnecessarily wide. Maybe Ketch had used it to hold his rum bottles steady in heavy seas. It was an old book with spidery writing covering the open pages. It was a beautifully crafted model of a sailing ship. The ship looked too fragile to touch. March 20th, 1670 fix. Engaged frigate off Fan Salvador? It was garbage. Huh. I guess being a pirate didn't require too many academic qualifications. The passage went on to describe how Ketch had got wind of the approach of a fleet of English ships. It seemed the new governor had not shared his predecessor's views on Ketch's activities. They were out for his blood. Sailed to that place where I made secure my fortune. I returned safe in the knowledge that the governor shall not discover that which I had hidden. For is it not writ that 'tis easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle
than to get through the gates of heaven?
It was a neat oil lantern made of brass.
We'll take that.
Holding that lantern, I felt kinda biblical. Like Jesus or Florence Nightingale.
Oh, jeez. Okay, pop the lantern over here.
The lantern fitted so precisely in the inkwell, it could only be deliberate.
And now the
It
map.
was an actual pirate ship chart.
So if we grab that,
Okay, I've had my hands on an historical document. Now what?
we pop it on the frickin' bench, where a historical document goes.
The chart fitted exactly into the recess on the top of the desk. That looked like that's where it was supposed to be, so I left it there. The desk had obviously been cut to fit the chart, or maybe vice versa. That looked
Okay, maybe we can take a look at this sea chest.
It was Captain Ketch's sea chest. Its battered appearance hinted at salty tales of maritime adventure and swashbuckling. Long months at sea with a rum-sodden, mutinous crew, hardtack and scurvy. And this chest, full to the brim with Ketch's loot, pearls, diamonds, emeralds, and doubloons. On the other hand, it could have been full of spare blankets.
Let's take a gander at it.
Surprise!
No. What are you doing in there, you little...
What the? Who are you?
I'm Emily.
What were you doing in there, Emily?
Hiding. What are you doing here?
Grown-up stuff.
Grown-ups? Pfft, I'm never gonna grow up, I'm not. You shouldn't be here. What's your name?
I'm George.
Pleased to meet you, Jaws.
George.
Jaws.
Jaws,
Jeez.
make your mind up.
Why don't you go play with Rio?
I'm not allowed.
How come?
'Cause Aunt Frost says I'm not allowed out of the house. That's why, Mr. Nosy Beak.
Too bad. Why don't you ask your other aunt if you can play with Rio?
Aunt Mina's cuckoo. Aunt Frost says so. She says when the Lord handed out common sense, Aunt Mina was off getting double portions of chin.
That Rio's a smart kid. He helped me outwit Bronson.
Rio is clever. He can spit ever so far.
Do you know how to use a theodolite?
We don't learn anything about surveying at my school. Not until 5th grade.
Well, at least you know what it's used for. That makes you smarter than me.
What can you tell me about Captain Ketch?
That's him on the wall, in the picture.
Yeah? Boy, that's interesting.
He was a sailor captain. This is his house.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to play darts?
No?
Oh, come on. I'll throw, you catch.
That's dangerous. Darts will stick in me and make me bleed.
That was creepy, George.
Look, an ancient Mayan stone.
Is that a magic stone?
Well, I don't know about that.
No.
The little girl had cute freckles, cute little nose, and the eyes of a KGB interrogator. Around her neck was a large cross on a chain. Fine, as long as she didn't try to convert me.
Okay, let's
It was
see.
an
We've got a
old
barrel.
wooden barrel. Maybe it was from Ketch's ship.
Let's take a gander at that.
Yow! I should have known better than to put my hand in there. Grandma Stobart had a nasty experience in a water butt once. Whatever lived in that barrel could stay there as far as I was concerned.
And then we got a cutlass up here on the wall.
It was a shiny and very sharp-looking pirate's cutlass. It would have been easy to reach the cutlass and slip it in my pocket. It would also have been the most regrettable action of my life. It was a ship's bell.
Two bells and all's well.
Pirates were cool. Captain Frederick Ketch, 1570. Around his neck was a cross. It was identical to the one the little girl was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that wheel was from Ketch's ship. Suddenly, I was 12 years old again.
Hard a port, bosun. Aye, aye, Captain Stobart. She cannot take it, Captain. My lad's dead. Abandon ship.
Why don't you run along and play?
Aunt Mina told me, stay out of mischief.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to stay indoors, does it? On a beautiful day like today?
There's a storm coming.
Oh, nuts. You don't know that.
I do so. I can see the whole world from the window.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm busy. That cross you're wearing, Emily,
It's my lucky Jesus cross.
it's just like the one Captain Ketch wore.
Uh-huh.
Can I borrow it?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
What would you trade for that cross, Emily?
A puppy.
Well, I don't happen to have a puppy in my pocket right now. Can you think of anything else you'd trade?
Don't know.
Well, we'll leave for the moment. Now we can use this feather that I had been thinking about on the cat.
The cat made short work of the feather, tearing it into a blizzard of small pieces.
And now we can grab the little bit. For some reason I thought it was the dart that it shredded. But yeah, it's the quill that it shreds. That's where I was having a memory lapse. And I'm pretty sure we take this down to Rio, and he can use it for a bit of bait, or as a lure or whatnot.
What do you give to a small, irritating girl who asks about everything?
Try a conch. Delicate colors, interesting shape, and when you put it to your ear, you can hear the sea.
Yeah, why's that?
Usually because you're standing next to it.
Cool. Have you got one?
Yeah, but I promised it to my sister. She well vexed with me.
Why is your sister mad with you?
Well, last night when I got home with our supper, she went wild. Rio, she said, how come all you ever catch is puffer fish? A sicker puffer fish. What I want is tiger fish. So don't bother come back home till you catch one, boy. I don't see how I'm gonna catch no tiger fish. All I have is a fishing pole and a worm.
What do you need to catch a tiger fish?
One of them real fancy flies like the rich fishermen use.
Well, what about this?
Hey, this is just what you need to make a fly.
Thanks. Let's hope them tiger fish hungry. A deal's a deal. Here's a conch.
Thank you very much. Now we can go back and talk to Emily. The one thing I didn't pick up in the game is Stobart's lucky lump of coal. If we had it here, we could have fired it with that and lost it. But, yeah. Okay, Emily. I got something to trade you.
Here, I've got a conch. Would you like it?
Dunno. Aunt Frost told me never to take presents from strange men.
I'm not a strange man.
Then why are you called Jaws? Jaws? That's a stupid name.
I'm not called... Look, conch, pretty. Swap for the cross, yes or no? Right, this thing's going out the window.
Okay, we'll do swapsies.
Groovy. Now we'll take a look at the cross.
Ketch's crucifix was encrusted with precious gems.
And we'll bring that over here.
Ketch's cross slipped snugly into the penholder.
What you doing, Jaws?
I've put your cross in this little hole in the desk.
Why?
Impulse mainly, with a dash of irrational intuition.
Silly. Only women have intuition.
The lantern cast a strong light over the desktop. The light cast a shadow of the cross. And the shadow fell precisely over a small, unnamed island shaped like a skull. That must be it. Ketch's Treasure Island.
Uh-oh. That's Zombie Island. It's a bad place.
No kidding? Well, bad place or not, that's my next port of call.
Can I come too?
The hell you can.
I never get to leave the house.
A bad island. Well, it was also a bad game.
I wasn't going to take the cross out of the holder. Somehow I just knew that was where it was supposed to be.
Okay, let's get out of here. Now we should be able to go down and chat with Rio, who should have been lucky enough to catch a tiger fish. Or not.
Would you take me to, Zombie Island?
In this weather? You madman.
The rain will keep the zombies indoors. Just say I did meet a zombie. What would you do?
There ain't no zombies on Zombie Island. At least, not anymore. It's uninhabited.
Good. What do you mean, not anymore?
You still want to go?
I guess.
Well, I ain't had no luck with them tiger fish. And with the mood my sister is in, I'll be safer with the zombies.
Awesome. Let's ship out, Rio. Okie dokie.
So, this was Zombie Island. Somehow I'd been expecting something more sinister. Come on, Rio. Let's find that treasure.
No, thanks. I'm staying right here.
Oh, come on. You said yourself there's no zombies left.
Yeah, but that was while there was a big pile of seawater between me and this place. All me have now is this little bit between the boat and the shore, and I'm hanging on to it.
Yes, now that we're here on Zombie Island, this was the place where I couldn't progress any further when I was younger. Not Ketch's Landing. Anyways, we'll leave it here for now. This has been Jiggly-Gut with Broken Sword, the Smoking Mirror Remastered Edition. Join me next time, and we shall dive deep into Zombie Island. See you later. Goodbye. Ciao. arrivederci, au revoir, sayonara, and all that jazz. Bye-bye.